This is part 2 of the data dump in regards to adrenochrome harvesting. If you haven't seen part 1, please go and check on this channel for part 1. I would like to go into some other documents that are related to Germany, the UK, with links to China. This is one of the documents that was on the USB stick that was deliberately leaked, I'm sure. That lists these hospitals in Germany. There's the clinic ID number in this column, the name of the hospitals, university clinic, Krankenhaus is hospital. So there's the hospital in Tübingen, in Mannheim, Baden, Weingarten, Ulm. These are all cities in Germany. Now there's a specific person listed. So this is a female, 8 years old, blood type, delivered in 2017, and the price. So it looks like there's victims also connected to these hospitals. Very, very concerning. There's other lists here. Confidential contact visitation by CYM Germany. I don't know what this abbreviation means. Page 1 from 40 pages. Also pretty recently printed out in 5th of September 2020. ID number in this column, the department, the zip code and town, organizations, I'm not sure what these abbreviations stand for, the username and the contact information, probably a phone number, I'm not sure. And angefangen seit means started since, and these are this hospital, I guess, is started from 2009, but there's also ones that started in 1997. So this is just contact information by the key people, maybe. And there's many, many documents for this. You can see how many lists there are. This is another type of document by CYM Deutschland. This is an abbreviation that indicates that it's an officially listed, registered company. And I looked up the registration in the Unternehmenregister. That's the official listing of companies. There's a CYM popping up, and actually in various cities, CYM in Mainz, different listings, CYM Handel in Bremen, and then in another document there's a postal box in Berlin. This is a limited liability company, CYM UG, located in Bahnhofplatz number 1 in Mainz. This is actually the train station. I'm not sure if there are offices above the train station, but it could also be a fake address, just to have an address listed in these files in the registration. So this form is related to South Germany. This is the organization, the medical organization, the type of the blood type, whether it's a boy or a girl, They started out in 2007. These columns are kept empty. These particular children started in 2017. This is the money that is involved. It's unclear to me whether they are paying this or receiving this, but there's hundreds and thousands of euros involved per organization. There's hospitals, medical centers, clinics. And again, these are files and files and files. If you download the files yourself, and there's a link at the end of the video, you can search for this in detail. But it's pretty shocking. I mean, the volume of this, it just goes on and on and on. Just fast forward. Millions of euros involved. It's a big company, big business, I mean. This is the second letter of Steffi. Steffi is a pseudonym, I think. She writes, I don't think there's much more on the stick. I copied it and put it away safely. If something happens to me, then it goes to the Russian embassy in Berlin. That has already been taken care of, from what I understand from the blog of the German Patriots. It's been sent to the American and Russian embassy. More forms with codes, different codes in the sector of biopharmaceuticals, more codes, region, area in UK, code and code description. So there's all these codes that are used to administrate this business. And I think these documents are added on this USB stick to tell a story. So this is not an accidental leak. I think this is a deliberate leak done by somebody who wanted to expose this and decided to do it this way. Now, this is an interesting thing. This is a shipping form by Kühne and Nagel. That's like the shipping company like DHL or FedEx, sent from a postal box in Munich. Sent by CYM Deutschland, postal box in Berlin. And this is very interesting. It is sent to the Department of Health and Social Care, which is the Ministry of Health in the United Kingdom. Why is the Ministry of Health ordering adrenochrome, a cooler packet? Do not open by customs. Do not to be disconnected from battery. Valuable natural product. Keep cool under all circumstances. They've got some explanation to do. Then these are also lists that are added to the data files with ID codes, other codes, unit names, more codes that I do not understand, but these are products, body ventilation system, body armor, body armor, weird products, X-ray security. Now I looked up a few of these codes, and every time I looked up that code, I came across a link of WikiLeaks. And so all these codes are in the WikiLeaks files related to the Iraqi war, and they are a reference to shipments of to military units, so military shipments. And that sort of goes back to the military installations, the locations of these camps. So there's all these products that are listed, many body ventilation systems. Does that refer to underground activities? I'm not sure. Toolkit, body fender. Why was it added in this data dump related to adrenochrome harvesting? X-ray security body scannings. Medical bag. Sandbag. Cameras. Really weird. These were printouts that were also added on the USB stick, all linking to the madeinchina.com website. Depending on the product or the category, you go to a subsite, but the main site is always made-in-china.com. This product page is related to a plasma torch head. I don't know why it's added in here. It's a bit freaky, a bit scary. Many pages that list hand sanitizers. I don't understand why that was added. There seems to be a story behind it that I haven't figured out what it means, because there's many pages that doesn't make sense. This is a bit more morbid. Medical dead body bags. Are these body bags ordered? I don't know. All made in China. Now this is very interesting, this product, because I went to the Made in China website and made some screenshots. And this particular product is related to carbazochrome, and it's a hemostatic, an agent that will seize the blood flow from an open wound. It's this one. And it's actually, I think, a byproduct made of adrenochrome, sold as a powder. Carbazochrome, the semi-carbazone of adrenochrome. And if you have any questions, you can contact the lovely Mrs. Cherry Feng for more questions. Made in China also sells adrenochrome in powder form. It's all hidden in plain sight. So that's made in China. And many hand sanitizers printouts. There needs to be something behind that as well. I don't know what it is. This is the last file that I want to point out, and this is actually even more disturbing than the things I've showed you so far. This is a CYM hunting schedule for 2021. Now, this relates to the children that are supposed to be disposed. There have been several witnesses, survivors of these human hunting parties that have come forward to talk about these hunting parties where children are hunted as a form of sports or entertainment. The first time these stories appeared was during the Marc Dutroux case in Belgium. the child molester that abducted children for the royal elite. Two witnesses of the ITCCS, Toos Nijenhuis and Annemarie van Blijenburg, also testified about these human hunting parties. Fiona Barnett also testified about this taking place in the US. They take place in the US, they take place in the Netherlands, in the neighborhood of Zwolle, near the Veluwe, in Belgium. It implicates the royal families, the top politicians, and these are lists by CYM, the hunting schedule for the United States. So these are listed per state for each month through the summer. And these are the hunting parties that were planned for next year. And that's huge as well. It's 15 pages. I mean, this is really sickening. You can see the volume of this. So 600 children, or 600, no, let's say 600 hunting parties are supposed to take place. And these are the names of the children that were planned to be hunted. Riley Charles, he's 12 years old, blood type, Alaska, I think this is. This is the camp where they are imprisoned. To be hunted in April the 21st, etc., etc. You also find very young children, like 7 or 6 years old. That's because the elite likes to order specific children that have a specific look or age or sex that they like to have participate in these hunting parties, but also children that are of no value anymore for these this industry. They're disposed this way. And again, this just goes on and on and on. No matter how disturbing this is, we need to bring this to the light. And I encourage you to download the files yourself, store them in a safe place, share them far and wide. A big thank you to German Q Patriot for sharing this. Thank you to Steffi for being brave and doing the right thing. This is the link where these files can be downloaded. They open up in Telegram. If you don't have the Telegram app, you can download all the files here, or go to the Benjamin Fulford site. He wrote something about this data dump in the September 28th message, and he put an archived link there, but it only allows you to download the first PDF, and this is actually all the PDFs. These crimes can only exist in the dark. We need to bring this into the light. By exposing it, we make it stop. Thanks for watching.